Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to David Story Field on the campus of Lower Columbia College. We've got NWAC baseball here. It's the first round of the NWAC Championship Tournament. And before we get things underway, we've got a ceremonial first pitch going on. Paul Loftman is coming to the mound right here. Paul played baseball at Lower Columbia College, and he is on the Wall of Honor at the Smithsonian in the National Space Museum, as he is a pioneer in jet space propulsion. Paul, a player, what a dude. And there is the pitch. Bounces it up there, but it's a strike. And Paul, a huge supporter of LCC athletics and a great in the space industry. And it just goes to show you that you can definitely do big things when you start your career at Lower Columbia College. Hi, everybody. I'm Kirk Rowland. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play here on AM 1490 KLOG tonight, and also simulcast with video through the auspices of Topher Vision and NWAC Sports.org. Well, it should be a great ball game here tonight as the Mount Hood Saints, kind of a Cinderella story. They were the number 3 team out of the South Division, and they earned their way here through a super regional victory over in Yakima. This is a Mount Hood Saints team that is playing outstanding baseball. And they will be putting the ball in the hands of their starter, Connor Stevenson, here tonight. Now the Red Devils will have their ace, Taylor Davis, getting the start here this evening. Taylor has had a great year as well. We've had the home plate meeting going on as our officials here tonight, Mr. Jim Clifford, Mr. Colin Price, and Mr. Chris Clayton. Our officials brought to you by Cascade Eye Care. Officials count on good eyesight to make the right calls. You make the right call by having your eyes professionally examined from the professionals at Cascade Eye Care, 11th and Fur in Longview. Brian Donahue and Eddie Smith going over the ground rules with the umpires here tonight. And boy, these are 2 storied programs in the NWAC. Lower Columbia, of course, with 11 championships. This Mount Hood team's got a couple, and they certainly are in the mix. And every year they seem to be a perennial in this tournament and in contention in this tournament. Well, we're going to take this break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups as we are just minutes away from the start of this one. Red Devils and the Saints here on KLOG.
Every guardsman knows the call. It has many meanings, but when it's spoken, the message is clear. Heard, understood, acknowledged. Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
The Saints lineup, batting in the 7th spot, second baseman Trevor Nanini. Batting 8th, the catcher, Cody Kerfman. And batting 9th at third base, Drew Fitz. Bentley, Sheets, McKinney, 1, 2, 3. Henderson, Lemkin, and Garcia in the middle of that order. And Nanini, Kerfman, and Fitz at the bottom third. And, of course, the starting pitcher is Connor Stevenson. As the Red Devils take the field, let's check their starting lineups here tonight. As put in there from head coach Eddie Smith. Out in left field is Steve Robinson. The center fielder is Kyle Sandstrom. Trevor Huddleston in right field. Across the diamond on the infield, Jordan Barkus at third. Corey Conklin is the shortstop. Second baseman, Ricky Muzzy. Cameron Campbell at first base. JT Strickler is the catcher, and on the mound is the right-hander, Taylor Davis. Well, Taylor Davis has had himself a great year. Darn near an everyday third baseman last year for the Red Devils, and has played a little third, but mostly DH, and of course big time on the mound. Taylor Davis has had a great season, an 8-1 record, making his 12th start of the season, 75 2/3 innings, and he's been very, very solid this season. An ERA for Davis at 2.74. So we are ready to go with the fourth game of the first day of the NWAC Championship Tournament, and we're glad you're with us here on KLOG and on NWACsports.org. Ready for the first pitch of this one. It was scheduled to start at 7:35. Our first pitch comes in at 7:51, and we are underway, and that is put right in there for a strike. We are underway. Here's Davis's next pitch, fouled out of play to the right side, and Davis gets ahead. And boy, any head coach, and in the case of Lower Columbia College pitching coach Eddie Smith, he loves to see his pitcher come right out of the chute, pound that strike zone. Wastes one upstairs to try to see if he can get the leadoff hitter Jared Bentley to go fishing. Jared Bentley, the leadoff hitting shortstop for the Mount Hood Saints. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and a good start for Taylor Davis as Bentley goes down swinging. One batter up and one out recorded. That'll bring up first baseman Cameron Sheets. Right-handed hitter wears that cheek protector up there. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's a high strike right in there. Taylor Davis showing some pretty good velocity here in the early going, and of course you expect that on opening night of the tournament with the adrenaline. Next pitch is inside and tall. 1-1 the count. Saints wearing all gray here tonight. Red Devils wearing the white pants with the navy blue tops and the red numerals. The Rockin' Fire 1-1 just misses upstairs. Red Devil defense has been very good this season, and they have loved this new artificial AstroTurf surface. Davis is ready to go. The 2-1 pitch, that's hit. Snared by the first baseman, Cameron Campbell. Very nice play by Campbell there. Get a look at it on the replay from up above. That ball was scalded down there, and Campbell was kind of shaded over towards second and went down to his knees and made the catch. And there's a good look at Cam. Catcher, first baseman, left fielder. Versatile, one thing for sure, every night, hitter. First pitch is outside for ball one to the batter, Chase McKinney, the left fielder of the Saints. 2 outs here in the top of the first, just underway, and the lights are on here at Story Field. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit out down to third. Barkus has got it, sets himself, strong throw, and the Saints are retired. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first inning. Mount Hood, nothing. The Lower Columbia College Red Devils are coming up at the NWAC Championships.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
When you first visit Seattle Pacific University, it's easy to fall in love with the campus. But just ask one of the students. There's something different about SPU, a place where faith, service, and academic excellence meet. And it's the only private university in the Pacific Northwest to make the latest U.S. News and World Report Best National Universities list. This is Seattle Pacific University.
Back here to David Story Field as the Red Devils will get their first at-bats here in the bottom of the first inning. Taylor Davis retired, Mount Hood in order. The Red Devil lineup, Ricky Muzzy will lead off. JT Strickler hits second, Cameron Campbell batting third, and Jordan Barkus will be in that cleanup spot. Kyle Sandstrom will bat in that fifth spot, center fielder. Trevor Huddleston hitting sixth. Chase Hodkinson is the designated hitter. Steve Robinson will bat eighth and left field, and Corey Conklin hitting ninth for the Red Devils at shortstop. And they'll be going up against Connor Stevenson. Connor, a right-hander for the Mount Hood Saints. Stevenson with a 4-3 record, a 2.39 earned run average. Young man for Camas is ready to go, and so is Ricky Muzzy. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's low and outside for ball one. Boy, Ricky Muzzy has been quite a catalyst for this LCC ball club as he looks at the next pitch, takes a strike. Muzzy batting .338 this year, 10 doubles. He's got 3 home runs from that leadoff spot, 5 triples. He can run, and he hits that one out towards left, but Red Devils have the left fielder out there make a play, and Muzzy retired. Flies out to left. That'll bring up JT Strickler.
Now batting the Red Devil catcher, number 10, JT Strickler.
Well, Strickler's the West MVP. He has been tremendous this year. .385 average, takes a strike on the outside corner. And I'll tell you what, if Stevenson gets that call here tonight consistently, could be a tough night for the Red Devils. Next pitch on the way, and that is chopped out towards short. Coming up on a short hop and making a nice play out there for the Mount Hood Saints is Jared Bentley, their shortstop. 2 quick outs for Lower Columbia. And here's Cameron Campbell. Cameron with an average under 300 this year, .294, but he has been productive. Second in the ball club with 29 RBIs, and he's got 7 long balls. He can give it a ride. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Two outs here in the bottom of the first, scoreless. Mount Hood and Lower Columbia. Next pitch is outside. 2-0 to Campbell. Still have some fans filing in here, and if you're listening, folks, get over here. We want to get this place packed. Good crowd here tonight. Room for you, though. Pitch on the way, and that is on the outside corner. And again, Stevenson, he'll pound that all night if he gets that call. Right-hander's next pitch is on the way, hit out towards second base. Nanini is up with it, and the Red Devils go down harmlessly. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left out there. We played 1. Mount Hood, nothing. Lower Columbia, nothing.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
People say knowledge is power, and they have a point.
At Portland State, you tell your own story.
You build your own stage.
You take your best ideas to the streets. You let the world see who you are
and who you hope to be. Knowledge is about how hard you're willing to work to do something real.
It's about how far you're willing to go to do something great.
got one pitch completed already here in this top of the first. It was a strike by Taylor Davis as Gavin Henderson is up there. And the next pitch is right there. Well, I'll tell you what, no one will have a problem with Jim Clifford's strike zone if it's consistent. And so far he has been. Here's the next pitch way outside and low. Got away from Taylor Davis. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gavin Henderson. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the early evening for Taylor Davis. That'll bring up Thomas Lampkin.
Number 17, right fielder, Thomas Lampkin.
Lampkin steps in, and of course, you might be thinking to yourself, that's a familiar name. That pitch is just outside. That's that pitch that they've been getting so far in this. Son of a Mariner. Tommy Lampkin, pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Boy, good downward action there by Taylor Davis. Of course, Tommy Lampkin, a popular Mariner player, a reserve catcher who has had some nice moments in the bigs. Pitch on the way, and that's outside. 2 balls and a strike to Thomas Lampkin. The older Lampkin was a high school coach in the Vancouver area for a few years as well, following his major league career. Pitch, that's high, and Taylor Davis behind for the first time here tonight. 3 balls, 1 strike. Taylor Davis took a little trip to the back of the carpeted mound just to gather himself a little bit. Now he's back up there and ready. Here's the 3-1. That ball is hammered into left field for a base hit. First hit of the ball game. Thomas Lampkin has got it. He's over at first. That'll bring up Jason Garcia. This can be a tough time in the evening to play baseball here at Story Field, as you have the bright sunshine going towards the horizon line and right in the eyes of the first baseman, although right now there is a strip of shade over there. Here's a ball hit into center field, so back-to-back base hits for the Mount Hood Saints. Jason Garcia went first ball hunting and roped it into center field. So our first threat of the ball game, and Trevor Nannini will be the next batter up there. There's a good look at Trevor as he checks down to head coach Brian Donahue to get the sign. Nannini's had a tough go of it as far as average-wise this year. .204 batting average. The Saints as a team hitting .245. Here's a foul hit over towards third. So offensively, it's been a bit of a struggle, but the team's certainly been playing a lot better recently, and of course they've had some outstanding pitching this year. No score here in the top of the second inning. Mount Hood threatening, 2 runners on with 1 out. Taylor Davis's breaking ball is way inside. 1-1. Davis now looks in to get the sign from catcher J.T. Strickler. He's ready and is set. Checks the runner, spins, and fakes a throw. Lampkin out there at second base. Garcia is at first. 1 out. Pitch. That is hammered out towards left field, but on a beat with it is Steve Robinson. He's right there to make the catch for out number 2. Cody Kerfman, the catcher for the Saints, will now check in to that right-handed batter's box. Kerfman also has had a tough go at the plate, hitting .182 coming into the tournament. Taylor Davis is ready. Long pause up there. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's fouled at the plate for strike 1. 3 excellent games already here today. We saw Columbia Basin beat Tacoma 2-1. Great pitcher's duel. Game was ended on a ball off the glove down the right field line that clanked off the glove, allowing the winning run to score. Next pitch, that's hit out towards second base. Muzzy's up with it, vacuums it up and throws over to first. And the Saints get a couple of runners on, but they're left out there. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We played an inning and a half. Devils nothing, Saints nothing.
Nestled within tall trees and beautiful buildings, Pierce College has established itself as a national leader in improving student success. With 2 main campuses in Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom, and satellite campuses on Joint Base Lewis-McChord, Pierce College strives to create quality educational opportunities to help students realize their possibilities. As we celebrate 50 years in the community, Pierce College is proud to offer more than 60 programs of study with a fit for you, your life, your schedule, and your dream. Find your path, start at Pierce College today, and realize your possibilities. Visit pierce.ctc.edu.
And we're back here to the NWAC Championships. Kirk Rowland with you here as the Red Devils are coming up in the bottom of the second inning. Looking for a challenge? Push yourself further. It begins when you enlist as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You'll be trained in one of more than 150 career fields and could even earn money for college if you qualify. Now the Red Devils qualify. They've got their first base hit as Jordan Barkus, first ball swinging, ropes it into left field, and the Red Devils have their first base runner here in the second inning. If you need more information, visit your local Army recruiter or log on to goarmy.com. Kyle Sandstrom, left-handed hitting center fielder, is up there now for Lower Columbia. Here's the pitch by Stevenson low for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Saints. No runs, now a base hit. No errors for the Devils. Barkus leading off this second with a single. Sandstrom takes a strike, 1-1. Kyle Sandstrom from Ferndale. He's a Fern dog, and boy, he's had a great freshman year here for LCC. Throw over to first, and back in time is Jordan Barkus. And again, you can see on our television coverage here, you can see those shadows and almost a striping effect that goes across the infield. Here's a ball hit over the glove of first for a base hit. Checking in at second is Barkus, back-to-back singles, so the Red Devils do what the Saints did last inning, although they did it right at the start of the inning. And LCC's got something going with the first 2 base runners out there. That ball jumped over the glove of the first baseman Cameron Sheets for a easy single. And here comes Trevor Huddleston. Good old T-Hud. Boy, he has been tough for LCC this year. He's spent a lot of time number 9 in that batting order, but he has earned that spot up there in that 6th hole. Stevenson's ready, and his pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Trevor Huddleston out of Woodland. Not only the Red Devil closer, but he's been really good with the stick this year. Pitch inside for a strike, 1-1. Connor Stevenson now with a look, comes set. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play on the right side over the Red Devil dugout. Walla Walla surprised Lynn Benton today. 10-3 the final in that one. Here's the 1-2. That's hit down towards third. Takes it on one hop. Runners will move up. So that's a really productive out for Trevor Huddleston as he chops one down towards third and moves them up. Barkas now at third, Sandstrom at second. And here's Chase Hutkinson, the designated hitter.
Designated hitter, number 25, Chase Hutkinson.
I gotta believe we've got some folks down under watching this ball game today. Chase, of course, from Melbourne, Australia, takes a strike. One of two guys from Melbourne on the squad this year, Chase and also Sam Trend Beacon. Two great kids that have really fit in and been great teammates here this year. Pitch on the way. That ball bounces away, but not far enough to allow Barkas. Barkas didn't get a good read on that at all. It kind of was bouncing back towards him, and it's a tough one to read. He's probably thinking, you know, I probably should have tried to score on that. It was the pitcher that had to come out. And boy, give a credit to Connor Stevenson for coming off the mound. And now Eddie Smith is going to come out, and he's going to ask him, what's the story? You see that bounce up, and he's asking maybe did it hit Hodkinson in the foot? But that is just great hustle by Stevenson. And Jim Clifford is done with his conversation with Eddie Smith. No score. We're in the bottom of the second. Red Devils trying to get on the board first. They've got two runners in scoring position with one out. And Chase Hutkinson trying to drive him in. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off at the plate. Just did get a piece. 1-2. Beautiful evening here in Longview, Washington. Timeout called. Oh, and now the pitcher stops and doesn't throw it. I always hate to see that. I think usually you tell him, hey, just throw it. Don't do an unnatural. Throwing a baseball is unnatural enough, and then to stop from throwing can be there. Here's a ball hit out towards second, snared, and a nice play over there by Trevor Nannini. No, Nannini on that one. Says, nope, I'm going to rob you of a base knock there. It'll be up to Steve Robinson. Get a good look at it right there and just timed the leap perfectly and went back and made a nice play. It's up to Steve-O. Hit him. That'll load him up. And that'll bring up Corey Conklin, the Red Devils shortstop and number 9 hitter in the lineup.
That brings up the Red Devils shortstop, number 17, Corey Conklin.
First pitch, and Robinson wore it. And here comes Conk. Big spot here for Corey Conklin of the Red Devils. Wide open stance, ready to go. 262 batting average. Trying to cash in. Pitch. Takes a breaking pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. And Stevenson wants a new pill. Connor Stevenson now looks in to get the sign. Scoreless, bases loaded, 2 outs. Foul ball. Hit down towards the end of the Red Devil dugout. Great atmosphere here at Story Field. We got the 50-50 raffle girls going around, some LCC athletes raising some money. Of course, there'll be some winners here later tonight. Pitch. Breaking ball inside. And speaking of 50-50 raffle, Connor Stevenson's mother won the raffle in the earlier game tonight, Christy Stevenson. So she won before her young son ever took the mound here tonight. Stevenson's pitch is high, and it's 3-1. You got to believe Conklin's going to be taken right here to try to get the Red Devils on the board with a bases loaded walk. Stevenson's got to come in. 3-1 offer on the way. Inside, ball 4, and the Devils lead 1-0. Barkus will touch the plate. And the Red Devil inning continues. And here comes Ricky Muzzy.
Number 7, Ricky Muzzy.
Well, you talk about leadoff hitters who are productive. You got to put Muzzy in that category. He's been the leadoff guy for most of the year. 26 RBIs from that spot. That's pretty good. Pitch. Just missed outside. One nothing Lower Columbia. They're looking for more. Stevenson's pitch. A good one right in there, boy. The ball tailed into Muzzy.
You got it, Muzzy. Give it a ride.
Ricky Muzzy out of Freeland, Washington, up in the Whidbey Island area. 1-1. Way high, 2-1. Muzzy with 10 walks on the season. He is an aggressive leadoff guy. He wants to swing up there. Takes that one outside, so 3-1. Same situation where Stevenson now has to come in. He'll go to the back slope. Try to find some zen. Gets back up now, twirling that ball behind him, peering in. Now comes into the leather. And the 3-1 pitch. Right back up the middle, base hit. 1 run will score. Coming around, throw cut off, and the Devils have a 3-1 lead. Ricky Muzzy right back the mid-chute. The Red Devils were going to score too easily. Sandstrom could have crawled home, and boy, Steve Robinson's got some pretty good tires out there. He came around to score without a throw, and the Red Devils are going to try to get greedy and look for more. And we've got ourselves a pitching visit out there, pitching coach visit, if you will. Olympic College is nationally recognized by the Aspen Institute as a 2015 top 10 community college because their programs help students earn good paying jobs. Get busy learning at olympic.edu. Well, Connor Stevenson now has heard the piece from the pitching coach, but it's going to be up to him. He's got to take care of a pretty tough hitter in JT Strickler. Pitch on the way to JT. That's hit back up the middle. Here comes Conklin around third. Eric Lane will send him. It's cut off, and it's 4-0 Devils. Pretty good jump there by Conklin, and Eric Lane playing with house money. The Red Devil third base coach, he says, let's go. Let's try to make them make a great play, and not much on the throw, cut off. And the Red Devils have 4 on the board, and Cameron Campbell to the plate, the 9th hitter to step to the plate here in this bottom of the second inning. Campbell takes a strike. Connor Stevenson trying to get his team in the dugout. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Cameron Campbell missed a week and a half to 2 weeks with a gash on his hand. They had to shut him down for a while to get it to heal. And he just stays alive on an 0-2 pitch. Just throws his wrists at it to try to get a little bit of contact to see another pitch. Campbell was using all means he could. He was using, well, first of all, he had the 8 stitches, and then was using super glue and any means of keeping that palm healed up. Next pitch way outside. 1-2. Muzzy at second, Strickler at first. 4 runs in, 2 outs of the frame here, bottom of the second inning. Stevenson's ready. Pitch is not close. 2-2. Muzzy needed to tighten up his laces out there at second. Called time, now back, takes his lead. There's Cameron Campbell, ready to keep this train going for the Devils. Stevenson ready, the pitch on the way, and that's fouled out towards right field. Giving chase over there and making the catch is Thomas Lampkin, but not before damage. On the inning for the Devils, 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 left. It's LCC 4, Mount Hood nothing.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Before there could be a nation, there had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, but also physics and chemistry. We make battle plans and create breakthroughs in medicine, science, and engineering. Our next mission could be anything, so we prepare for everything.
Back to action, Taylor Davis now steps up on the hill, 4-0 Red Devils. And here's Davis's pitch, and that's fouled sharply down towards the end of the Mount Hood dugout. Drew Fitz, the third baseman of the Saints, will lead things off, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And Mount Hood has some work to do. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's how you start a rally. As he serves it into right field, and it gets by Trevor Huddleston. T-Hud goes and gives chase. Great arm out there, but that'll be a base hit and an error, as somehow T-Hud let that thing get behind him out in right field. So Fitz with the leadoff single, and the Red Devils' first error of the ball game. And here's Jared Bentley, who struck out his first time against Taylor Davis. Davis now will work from the stretch with the runner at second base. Takes a glance at him, pitch on the way. Ooh, that's a good pitch right there. Well, he started that on the outside, and the action came right back on the outer half of the plate. And he kept it nice and low in the zone. Davis out of Federal Way. He's been a great Red Devil for 2 years. Pitch, that ball's bunted foul. Bentley thinking maybe a little surprise factor, put a bunt down there, and at the very least can move the runner over into third base scoring position. Instead, he's down on the count, 0-2. Davis now set. Here's the pitch, and that is chopped out towards Conklin at short. He's got it, throws over to first. Well, same deal. That's pretty good out there by Jared Bentley. Good play by Conklin. 1 out, and now a runner at third base for Mount Hood. That'll bring up Cameron Sheets, who hit a liner to the right of first baseman Cameron Campbell, who snared it for the out. Taylor Davis is ready. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. And again, that's a nice wrinkle by Davis. One strike to Sheets. Didn't miss by much on that outside corner. One ball, one strike to Cameron Sheets. Cameron's out of Fairview, Oregon. Swing and a miss as he came inside on him that time. TD now comes into the glove. Here's the pitch. Bounced it up. Good job by JT Strickler to keep it in front with a runner at third base. 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Devils. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Mount Hood. Taylor Davis ready. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the night for Taylor Davis. And the dangerous Chase McKinney checking in for Mount Hood. McKinney's played great baseball this year. A .380 batting average, 63 hits, 11 doubles, has a triple, no dingers, 22 RBIs. Pitch to him, and that's nubbed out towards third. Up with it is Barkas, taps the glove, strong throw, and Davis doesn't let that leadoff hit and error bother him, and the Saints go down. It's Lower Columbia 4, Mount Hood nothing at the NWAC Championships.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
Look, baseball's a numbers game. A 570-foot home run at age 15, 31 homers in 66 games, first front cover at 16, #1 overall draft pick, majors at 19. Over 100 home runs is 34. On-base percentage of 340, then 368, then 460. 4-time All-Star, beating 9.2 million ballots, 30 out of 30 MVP votes, chasing 762, 4256, 2297, 3562. You're 220 at age 23. But kid, just remember, no number sounds as good as this.
Well, Jordan Barkas checked in for the Devils and now checks in at first base. He got hit by the pitch. So the Red Devils picking up right where they left off. And here's Kyle Sandstrom. Kyle, a single, scored a run in the Red Devils' 4-run second inning. Pitch is way outside. Beautiful sunset out in the distance here at Story Field. You can see that sun right there. Here's the next pitch, and that's low and inside for ball 2. Our director, Chris Garad, let's see another shot of that. That's pretty. Look at that. That's what the first baseman has to deal with over there. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Sandstrom. Here's the pitch. Missed with it. 3-0. Any game that has 3 or more games in one single day, there is a 10-run rule in effect. Pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 to Kyle Sandstrom. Pitch. Foul over towards first. Over there is Cameron Sheets. Gotta love this tournament, man. It's just great baseball all throughout the Memorial Day weekend. If you've got a Cal Ripken kid or Babe Ruth kid, as Sandstrom hits one out towards the right gap, and over there chasing it down is Thomas Lampkin to make the catch. And boy, that time Barkas had to scamper on back to first base. Nice play by Lampkin for out number 1. You got a Babe Ruther, a Cal Ripken kid. I can't imagine that you wouldn't bring your son or daughter over here to watch this high quality baseball. Give them a feel of what it's all about, the level of these kids. Good slide piece put in there by Connor Stevenson for strike 1 to Trevor Huddleston. And even those high school kids need to get out here and have a look. Swing and a miss by T-Hud. You're a sophomore, junior, even a senior in high school, and you're thinking, you know, hey, I'm quite a ball player. I think I can play college ball. Well, a good way to find out is get over here and take a look. Pitch. That's high, and that's a delayed steal, and the throw down, and it is in time. Barkas got caught twixt in between, and then the strong throw by Cody Kerfman. There's a look at it, put on his brakes, down, and then figured I just better go. And well, that's a pretty good little tag out there by Trevor Nannini. Great replay by the folks here at Topher Vision. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trevor Huddleston. Base is empty now with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's hit sharply down to first. Sheets has got it. He'll step on the pillow himself. The Devils are retired after getting a leadoff hit by pitch. 4-0 LCC over Mount Hood.
I absolutely love the culture of C of I. I think that it promotes excellence in students in every way. It pushes people to be just generally good, kind people. I really love how the P curriculum pushes students academically. You can be involved in student government, you can be involved in res life, you can be involved in sports, and kind of explore what kind of person you are and kind of how you will fit into the world after you graduate. I'm Ellen Campbell, and that's why I chose C of I.
Well, one thing I've got to do is I've got to get us to commercial quicker. We've got a lot of great sponsors of the NWAC tournament. We've missed a couple of pitches. It is 1-1 now, and here's a ball hit out towards right field, but boy, the Devil had that positioned beautifully as Ian Sanderson, Red Devil assistant coach, knew exactly where Gavin Henderson was likely to hit the ball there, out to Huddleston towards the line, and there's out number 1. Thomas Lampkin, the batter now. He had a base hit, got to second, but was left there as the Saints had a rally going in that second inning. Swing and a miss. Lampkin didn't get cheated on that cut. Boy, he looks like his old man, too. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's hit up towards the middle, and that'll squirt into center field. So Thomas Lampkin's 2 for 2. A 1-out single to bring up Jason Garcia. There definitely have been sons of Mariners in the NWAC over the years. Jay Buhner's son played at Columbia Basin. Dave Henderson's son played at Skagit Valley. I'm sure there are others. Pitch. That's high. Boy, we lost Hindu within the last year or so, and I remember him right here at Story Field watching his son play here at the NWAC Championships. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Garcia. Runner at first. Here's a throw over, and ooh, close over there. Lampy might have been going. Taylor Davis has his attention over there. That's a pretty good lead by Lampkin. He'll draw another throw. Thomas Lampkin appears to be a pretty aggressive kid over there. That's a very good lead. Davis with a long set. Here's the pitch. Pours it in there for a strike. And that was a nice long pause by Taylor Davis. That's one way you can combat that a little bit. Despite that lead over there, Lampkin only has 3 stolen bases on the season. Here's a chopper hit out towards Conklin. He's got to come in, do or die play. Strong throw, not in time. They're going to say that Campbell came off the bag. Well, I'm not sure. We'll take a look at this. Here's our replay on it. Ball was hit to Conk. It was going to be a tough play. He had to come in. When he had to double clutch right there, that's what cost him. Here's the throw, and oh, that foot just did come off the bag. Good call over there by our first base umpire, Colin Price. And just the double clutch cost Conklin. When he reached in on the move like that, he couldn't come up clean with a grip and had to reset the grip. They're going to rule that a base hit. Here's the pitch, and that is low for ball 1. The batter's Trevor Nannini. So back-to-back singles again. Saints have something going. Here's Davis's pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, Taylor really keeping the ball down. You expect that with TD. Davis came in with 75 2/3 innings, giving up just 56 hits. That ratio, very good. Here's the 1-1. Runners go. That's hit out towards Barkas. He's got it. Can't go to second. Throws over to first base. So by Brian Donahue activating the runners, he stays out of the double play. And it'll be up to Cody Kerfman to try to cash in.
Now batting for the Saints, the catcher, number 24, Cody Kerfman.
Lampkin at third, Garcia at second. But 2 outs in the frame, and here's Kerfman. Grounded out to Muzzy to end the second inning. Doesn't want to do that last out thing again here. Takes a pitch low for ball 1. Kerfman needs a few hits in this tournament to get himself over the Mendoza line, which is, of course, at 200. Pitch. Low and inside. Good slide over by Strickler to keep it in front. 2-0 to Kerfman. Kerfman, an Alaska kid from Chugiak, Alaska. Davis peers in, he's got the sign. Now comes set. Here's the 2-0 on the way. That's a perfect pitch. Long look to get the sign by Davis. Now comes into the leather, comes set. Here's the pitch. 3-0, or 3-1, beg your pardon. That pitch was low and outside. So again, Taylor Davis will take some time to reset himself. And the 3-1 pitch is on the way. And they're loaded up for Drew Fitz. Lampkin at third, Garcia at second, now Kerfman at first, and Drew Fitz is the batter, who is 1 for 1.
Third baseman, Drew Fitz.
And Eddie Smith will have a slow stroll out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. There's a good look at Brian Donahue, the head coach of the Mount Hood Saints. If we get a shot at the Mount Hood dugout, there is a great coach that is helping out Coach Donahue. I don't see him yet. In fact, Coach Dale Stebbins may be down in the hole somewhere down there. But boy, Stebb, he's got an NWAC championship in his resume. And there's a good look at Taylor Davis as he rubs that baseball and kind of just gives a little smile into his catcher there, saying, I got this with the bases loaded. Let's go after Drew Fitz. Pitch. Strike. Fitz opened up the third with a single and then ended up at second when it got behind Red Devil right fielder Trevor Huddleston. There's Davis trying to keep him loaded. Pitch, swing and a miss. Taylor comes right out. Whatever Coach Smith told him, good job. Way to listen. Of course, you got to complete the task. Taylor Davis from the Dirty Fed, Federal Way, Washington. Comes set with it. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and that's hit foul over towards the Mount Hood dugout. TD looking in. The 0-2 pitch. That is hit right back to him. He'll shorten up, scoop it over to Campbell, and Davis gets out of the inning. The Saints get a couple of hits, leave them loaded. We played 3.5, 4-0 LCC.
People often ask, what is it you do? I'm an Idaho Army National Guard soldier. But then again, it's not that simple. You see, I'm more than a weekend warrior. It's a continuous effort every day. Yeah, there's extremely long hours, but it's worth it. I love my job. It's like anything else. My profession is whatever I want to make of it. I get to do the incredible things most people dream of. The men and women I serve with are dedicated to being a premier force. It's amazing when you see my entire unit work together. When push comes to shove and we receive that order, we put steel on target. I'm always ready to be called upon to serve our nation. But in the meantime, I train.
Present.
I serve and protect my neighbors while defending their right to freedom. I'm an Idaho community asset that stands among our citizens. The boundaries I once thought I had are continuously tested and broadened. So there you have it. People will not always know who I am or what I do. But that's alright, because I do.
0-2 the count to Chase Hodkinson as we're back. And again, I'll tell you what, the umpiring crew, they must have some dinner reservations or something. Hodkinson got hit. For the second straight inning, the Red Devils lead off a frame with a hit by pitch.
Next batter for the Red Devils, number 5, left fielder, Steve Robinson.
Here's Steve Robinson, looks at the pitch, swing and a miss. Took a mighty cut at that one. I hate to inform those umpires that there's not a lot of restaurants in Longview that actually take reservations. Are you kidding me? Base hit to right field for Robinson. The young man from Yuba City, California's got an average here in the NWAC tournament. And the Red Devils have the first two batters reach, and that'll bring up Corey Conklin. Conklin doesn't have an official at-bat in the tournament, but he's got an RBI, a bases-loaded walk in that second frame.
Number 17, Red Devil shortstop, Corey Conklin.
The redshirt sophomore from Corvallis, Oregon. Looks at the pitch, showed bunt, takes it for a strike. Cody Kerfman, the catcher of the Saints, comes out and flashes the signs to make sure of the coverage. Red Devils could opt to drop a bunt right here and try to move them up. Conklin will take it inside. He did show. Boy, great kid, Corey Conklin. Tell you what, he's gone through a lot in his 3 years here at LCC, and it's paid off for him. Young man's going to play at the next level. Here's the 1-1. Drops down a beautiful bunt. That might be a base hit. Conklin can run. He's got an infield single, and the Devils have loaded him up. Beautiful bunt by Corey Conklin. Boy, the third baseman was really slow to react on that. Actually made a nice play on the ball, but tell you what, he was just kind of hanging back and waiting to see if maybe he was the guy to accept the throw there. If he breaks after seeing that and makes a play like that, he's going to get him. But Conklin's got a infield single, and the Red Devils have got something going as we've got a trip to the mound by Brian Donahue. Well, be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. nwacsports.org. You're going to find everything you need. Brian Donahue's got a hook with him. He's going to go to the bullpen. He will go into the relief corps. That gives us a chance to take a break. Red Devils lead Mount Hood 4-0.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Sam Menegot is on. Red Devils have the bases loaded. The left-hander Sam Menegot will try to get out of trouble, and no outs in the frame. Red Devils are thinking big here in this fourth, and Ricky Muzzy will be the first to face Menegot. Here's the pitch. First ball swinging into left field, base hit. One run will score, and with no outs, they'll go station to station. Robinson will be held at third, and the Red Devils have a 5-0 lead. Muzzy did not mess around. First ball swinging. He's got himself an RBI base hit. Muzzy 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs in the ball game. And here's JT Strickler. Hodgkinson scored easily on that one. Here's a ball hit to the right side. That's going to score a run. Ground out by Strickler. Hit it to the right side on a ground out second to first, and Devils are now up 6-0. Robinson scored easily. Corey Conklin's now at third. Muzzy at second. 1 out here in the inning. Here's Cam Campbell. Menegat is ready. The pitcher is roped into right field. That's a base hit. That's going to score a couple. Coming in to score is Conklin. Muzzy will touch that plate again, and the Red Devils are blowing this thing open. And again, aggressive. The Red Devils see fastball, hit fastball hard, drive them in. Where the right fielder Lampkin had it booed off of his foot right there. That allowed Campbell to get on over to second base on the air. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1 to Kyle Sandstrom. Beg your pardon, Jordan Barkus, the batter. Takes a pitch, low and outside. This frame looks like one of my golf scores. 8. It's 8-0. A big snowman looking at the Mount Hood Saints. They're used to snow. Pitch. It's a little high. 3-0 now to Jordan Barkus. Kyle Sandstrom would be next. 4 in already, and a couple of more, or one more guy out there. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, that's quite a cut by Barkus. He left that up and just missed it. Three-one count now to Barkus. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Pitch. That's hit out towards second base. That'll move the runner up. But the second out is recorded as Trevor Nannini throws it over to Cameron Sheets for out number 2. Cameron now at third.
Number 8, center fielder.
Well, speaking of 8 on the scoreboard, 8-0 Devils. Number 8 checks into the left-handed batter's box, Kyle Sandstrom. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Pitch to him. Strike right in there. Good pitch. Sam Menegat. Big Sam's out of Eugene. Here's the 0-1. 1-1 the count. Mount Hood's ready. Here's the pitch on the way, and that is strike right in there. Just swung through it. Kyle Sandstrom had the game-winning base hit that clinched the West Region Championship for the Devils. Here's the 1-2. 2-2. Nothing better to be the guy to get that base hit to win a game that you have to clinch the title. And then you have to deal with all the pig piling out there. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And inning comes to an end, but the Red Devils with another 4 runs in the 4th. It's 8-0 LCC over Mount Hood.
SEC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Back here to Longview, Washington, David Storyfield on the campus of Lower Columbia College, and the home Red Devil fans are kind of liking what they're seeing right now. 8-0 LCC over Mount Hood. Top of the batting order for the Saints, Jared Bentley, who's 0 for 2. Against Taylor Davis, the right-hander's pitch is on the way, and it's way outside. Here's the pitch. Just missed. 2-0. Now the winner of this game is going to take on Everett. Loser of this game will play the Lane Titans tomorrow. That'll be at 12:35. Devils hoping to play another game under the lights tomorrow night. Here's the pitch. Right in there for a strike. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball hit out towards right center field. Sandstrom takes charge and makes the catch. One out, that'll bring up Cameron Sheets, who's 0 for 2. Huddleston knows that center fielder, he's the man, so you got it like T-Hud. He just peeled off, said, your ball. I mean, obviously I could have caught it. Little chopper hit in between Barkus and Brian Donahue. Davis is ready. Here's the pitch on the way, and it busts in on Cameron Sheets. A ball and a strike. You see the mound right there, and you see that sandy area right in front of the pitcher's mound. As we hit a little nibbler out there, Davis is going to just say, that's a hit, forget it. Don't need a throw there, so a little, excuse me, swing base hit by Cameron Sheets. He'll take it. His first base hit of the tournament. As you can see right there on the mound, you see that sand that's right there. That is a Velcroed piece of AstroTurf right there. And when it wears out, then you just rip it up, put a new one down, and call it good. And the Red Devils put some extra sand down there as Davis pours in a strike. So, technology in fields right there. Brand new turf infield here, and it is sweet. Here's the 0-1. Little low, 1-1 the count to Jace McKinney. One out, a runner on here in the top of the 5th inning. 8-0 Lower Columbia. Davis, and then just did pop out of the glove of catcher JT Strickler, trying to hold on to that thing. Davis hitches at the britches a bit, takes a quick little look over to first base, and now comes set into the leather glove at the chest. Pitch on the way, and that's fouled off and back behind home plate. Little baseball in the dusk here in Longview, Washington here tonight. McKinney's ready, so is Davis. Here's the pitch. That is hit over on the right side. Muzzy will flip it over to Campbell at first to record the out. 2 outs, and Gavin Henderson will come up. As you can see, we're just in front of 9 o'clock here. The clock behind home plate there, next to the Protect This House Under Armour banner there. I think there might be a drone up above the field that has some folks looking a little bit. There's a pitch right in there. I believe I heard that there was possibly going to be some photography via the drone here tonight. Sure enough, ball's out there buzzing around. Hopefully it doesn't get too close to the players out there. Here's the pitch. High and outside. It's either a drone or a really big mosquito. TD comes set. The 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. Snowman up there for the Devils, 8 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. No runs, 6 hits and an error for the Mount Hood Saints out of Gresham. That ball is roped into left center field, and the Saints are going to get on the board. Rolls all the way to the wall, and that's an RBI double for Gavin Henderson. Well, that's how rallies start. You get that first run on the board. Henderson was all over that one. Thomas Lampkin is perfect in the tournament so far. 2 for 2, couple of singles. Taylor Davis is ready. Here's the pitch. Good high fastball, swung through and missed by Lampkin. Taylor Davis now ready to go. The 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is hit out towards short in the hole. Barkas cuts it off, makes a fine play in time to end the inning. Devils playing some D, but the Saints are on the board. It's now Lower Columbia 8, Mount Hood 1.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Hello, welcome to How to PSU. In today's quick session, we're going to answer some common questions about transferring to PSU. The key things to remember are: apply early, use our online resources, and advisors are your friend.
Back here to David Story Field. Glad you're enjoying the game. Beautiful evening. We're on AM 1490 KLOG and KLOG.com tonight. And beautiful pictures from Topher Vision tonight on NWACsports.org. Great to have you folks, as we got you covered here for the NWAC Championship Tournament. And this great event will be going through the championship game Memorial Day Monday. Here's the pitch, and that's on the way to Trevor Huddleston. Takes it up high for ball 1. Of course, our great director, Chris Grad. Chris, if you can get one of your camera guys to look out on the barn in center field and get a tight shot of old number 42 out there on the board as the pitch is in there for a strike. There you go. Now there's Bud Black and Rick Sweet as we have the pitch, and that is a strike on the outside corner. Now number 42 in Dodger blue is to commemorate Jackie Robinson, but this year it commemorates the 42nd year of service for former Red Devil Hank Jones. He is one of the longest tenured Dodger employee, and number 42. I saw Hank today and I go, Hank, that 42 out there is for you, bro. 42 years as a Dodger scout. And boy, was he a great player at Lower Columbia. And a solid professional. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is high to Trevor Huddleston, 2-2. There's not too many guys that have been with the Dodgers more than Hank Jones. One of them is Tommy Lasorda. Pitch. Huddleston lifts it out towards center field. Garcia's got it for out number 1. And of course, Hank Jones is a great friend of Tommy Lasorda. Great to see him. Of course, Buddy Black, the manager of the Colorado Rockies now, and Rick Sweet is the AAA manager of the Brewer team in Colorado Springs. Great Red Devil lore here tonight. Here's the pitch on the way, and that ball is fouled at the plate, and it dribbles behind it, and that got a piece of Chase Hodgkinson, the batter. That's Smarts. Hodgkinson is 0 for 1, lined to the second baseman who made a nice play. As he takes that in there for a strike, 0-2. Two strikes to the Aussie, Chase Hodgkinson. Here's the pitch. Hits it out towards short. Bentley is up with it. Strong throw for the out. 2 quick outs for the Red Devils. That'll bring up Steve Robinson, who's 1 for 1, got hit, single, scored a couple of runs.
Steve Robinson.
Here's the pitch. Hits that out towards short. Bentley's got another play on it. Throws it low, but picked out nicely by Sheets. Devils go down 1, 2, 3, and we are through 5. 8-1 Lower Columbia.
I was looking more into playing volleyball here, and they have a very successful volleyball program. But also, I didn't want to be just a student athlete. I also wanted to be academically successful. I really like the relationship with the professors. All of my classes have been pretty small, and the professors I feel like genuinely care about you as a student. We went to Florida this past winter. It was for a coastal ecology class. Being outside, getting dirty, getting sunburned, doing a bunch of collections, I really enjoy it. I'm Kylie Porter, and that's why I chose C of I.
Back here to Story Field, the fans enjoying things. Getting a little chilly out here tonight, but boy, what a beautiful day it was for baseball. We're in the 4th game of the day. 8-1 Red Devils. Taylor Davis back out there, and swinging and missing at the first pitch for the Mount Hood Saints is Jason Garcia, who will lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Garcia's perfect in the NWAC tournament, 2 for 2. Takes it high, 1-1. Taylor Davis is ready, the pitch. And that's hit down towards third. Barkas has got it, makes that strong throw. Barkas loves that rhythm tap when he fields it. Taps it into the glove and then lets that arm rip over there. Nice play.
Second baseman.
Here's Trevor Nannini now for the Saints. Nannini stayed in his hometown to play college baseball. He's from Gresham. Pitch is low from Taylor Davis. Ball's hit wide of first, playable for Campbell. He's got it. 2 outs. We are using NCAA rules of video review. Not a lot of options that you can look at plays, but the first game of the tournament, a game-deciding play was reviewed, and it was the correct call. Davis pounds in the first pitch for a strike. Next pitch just misses, 1-1. Cody Kerfman, the batter for Mount Hood. Here's the 1-1 pitch, low, 2-1. Now the play was a fly ball hit down the line in right field. And the Perkins kid for Tacoma seemed to have a beat on it. It hit off his glove, allowing the winning run to score from second. As here's a ground ball hit out to Conklin. He's set, throws across. We'll finish the story as the Saints are retired in order. 1, 2, 3. 8-1 LCC over Mount Hood. We're coming back with more after this.
My name is Surya Viswanathan, and I'm an Associate of Arts Intercultural and International Studies student.
I came to Douglas for the baseball program. I had no clue what I wanted to study, but I wanted to play baseball, I knew that. So when I came to Douglas, I joined the Student Ambassador program, and I met some key individuals who actually helped shape my future. With their mentorship and guidance, I realized that I wanted to be a diplomat for the United Nations. So I know there's a lot of pressure into becoming a diplomat, but I feel I'm ready for that because Douglas has prepared me. It's given me the tools I need for my future.
We're back here to David Story Field as we are moving right along, going to the bottom of the 6th inning. All LCC so far in this one as the Red Devils have the 8-1 lead. It was a pair of 4-run innings that has many of these LCC fans liking what they see here tonight. And the Devils are looking for more. They'll send up Corey Conklin, Ricky Muzzy, and J.T. Strickler. 9-1-2 in the Red Devil batting order. Going up against the second pitcher of the night, Sam Menegat. His pitch is in there for a strike. Corey Conklin back in there. That wide open stance. He's got a lot of those little stickers on his helmet. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's another good breaking ball in there by Menegat. The Red Devils have those stickers on their helmets and, you know, doing little things that it's not for good coloring or creative use of glue or anything. It's for getting a runner over. Little things like that, team things. And Conk's got quite a few of them on that helmet, as you can see, little pitchforks. Here's the 1-2. That ball's hit out towards center field and gets down for a base hit. Corey Conklin is 2 for 2. He gets things going. I was talking about the replay and the game earlier, and here is the play from earlier today. It was hit down the line. Perkins giving chase on it. There was a runner at second with 2 outs. It hit his glove. It was ruled a fair ball. That is a walk-off hit, but the umpiring crew decided to look at it. And as you can see by the replay there, it was conclusive. It was on his glove, and the celebration was on. And history in the NWAC made as they went to the review to confirm the correct call. 1 ball now to Ricky Muzzy, the Red Devils' leadoff hitter. The left-hander, Menegat, comes to the plate, and Muzzy hits that high out towards center field. Coming in as the center fielder to call ball, ball, ball. He's got it. for out number 1. So when they implemented the replay for this, talking to Tom Heiler, the director of the officials, he was saying, you know, you'll probably get it 1 or 2 times during the tournament. And we're going, okay, and sure enough, first game on a game-deciding play. That was pretty cool. Pitch. Of course, it probably wasn't cool if you're a Tacoma Titan fan. But at least the Titans had about 2 minutes of hope, hoping that the glove was in foul territory and that the game would have continued at that point. But clearly, he was in fair territory. Here's the pitch. And that is taken for a strike, 0-2 to JT Strickler. Strickler's 1 for 3 this evening. Manafort's pitch in the dirt. Good read down there by Conklin. He's got himself a steal. Red Devils pride themselves on good reads, aggressive play, and when he saw the ball kind of drop in front of Kerfman, he got a great jump on it. Got himself a bag. And now Strickler's in an RBI spot. Here's the pitch, and it's high. 2-2 the count to JT Strickler. At this time last year, JT Strickler was in the press box running the scoreboard. Injured redshirt player. He went from scoreboard operator to West Region MVP. That's a good year. It's a good jump. Hits this one out towards short. Bentley will go down to third, and they can't hold on to it. Meanwhile, Strickler is going to be able to get down to second base. That'll be an error on the play. Now, who the error is on, we'll wait for the official score. Strickler reaches on the fielder's choice. And so that'll be an error on the third baseman. The throw wasn't that bad, but he just didn't catch it. Boy, it was right there on the bag. That's a good call by the official scorer, Keith Larson, because I don't think the shortstop can give you a better throw. Now, maybe the decision to go to third's not the best. Here's Campbell now, first ball swinging. Fly ball to right field. That should score a run. Conklin's going to come in, and he'll score, and the Red Devils have a 9-1 lead. Manufactured by hustle. Corey Conklin getting that extra bag on the steal, and then was able to reach third on the error, and now he scores on a fly ball out.
Brings up the Red Devil third baseman, number 3, Jordan Marcus.
Here's Jordan Barkus. Here's the pitch to Bark. Takes a strike. Good pitch that time by the lefty of the Mount Hood Saints, Sam Menegat. The Red Devils can win with a couple of runs. There is a 10-run rule here as Barkus swings at that one and fouls it off over on the left side of the stadium. A home run right here would walk this game off. Of course, we then have to play another inning to get to 7. Thank you very much. I could tell the whole press box was down there going, that guy can't add. Wishful thinking, I'm hungry. Got to play 7, Kirk. Sorry. Apologies to the Saints. There's a little lazy liner hit out to second baseman Trevor Nannini, who's played well out there. He's got it, and the Red Devils put another run on the board. LCC now, after 6, lead at 9-1.
When you first visit Seattle Pacific University, it's easy to fall in love with the campus. But just ask one of the students. there's something different about SPU. A place where faith, service, and academic excellence meet. And it's the only private university in the Pacific Northwest to make the latest U.S. News and World Report Best National Universities list. This is Seattle Pacific University.
Medical specialists in the Guard are skilled in CPR, field triage, and emergency life support. Medics stabilize and evac the wounded during combat, come to the aid of civilians in a disaster, and provide day-to-day outpatient care. Medical specialists are saving lives on and off the battlefield.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Kirk Rowland with you here tonight here on NWACsports.org and AM 1490 KLOG. Taylor Davis has been pumping strikes all night long. He leads off Drew Fitz with a strike. Here's the next pitch, 1-1. It's low. Fitz is 1 for 2 here this evening. That one just missed inside. 2-1 to Fitz. Drew Fitz, another one of those Gresham guys that stayed home. Gets that one out to Sandstrom in center field, and he tracks it for out number 1. You know, if you're a good baseball player and you think you can play on a high-level NWAC team, if you're in Gresham, why wouldn't you go to Mount Hood, right? Kind of like the Longview-Kelso guys, if you're pretty good, why wouldn't you go to Lower Columbia? If you're a Tri-Cities guy, why wouldn't you go to CBC, right? Well, sometimes you like to get out of town. And sometimes some kids, well, they may be honest with themselves and say, I'm not good enough. Next pitch. Breaking ball way outside, 1-1 the count. It's nice to have a quality baseball program in your hometown. Swing and a miss. Jared Bentley's trying to get his first base hit in the NWAC tournament. 0 for 3 from that leadoff spot. Davis, that's hitting the hole. Conklin's got it. Let's see this play. Wow, that's sweet. What a play by Corey Conklin. In the hole, slow roller. Boy, squared up and made a throw, and here's a great look at it. And Barkas with a good decision to get out of the way, and then there's the strong arm, and that looped right in there. Got him by a step. That's what I'm talking about right there. Quality college baseball. Corey Conklin with a great play. Look at Conk, I'm cool. Do that all the time. Corey Conklin, by the way, the first guy to take a ground ball on this new AstroTurf surface. Why wouldn't you put your great defensive shortstop out there? As soon as it was put down, they put Conk out there, and he's been making plays ever since. Ooh, that went right up on the dome. Boy, and that got away from Taylor Davis. Cameron Sheets gets hit. Two outs in the inning, but Sheets reaches on the hit by pitch. And well, you never like to see it up near the dome. Jace McKinney, the batter. He's 0 for 3. All ground outs in the infield. Throw over to first. Uh-oh, Cameron. Oh, Campbell still had that ball. First base coach down there was alert to say, stay on that pillow. Campbell was trying for a little hidden ball there. Here's the pitch. A little low. 1 ball to Jace McKinney. It's a matter of time before Jace gets his first hit. Too good of a hitter for this Mount Hood team. That could be a tough one. That's out to Conklin. He's putting on a show. Nope, base hit. There's your infield base hit by McKinney, left-handed batter who runs too well. But another great try by Conklin. Corey came in and knew he had to throw it quick, and he definitely beat it out. So McKinney's got an NWAC tournament average, and the Saints have a couple of base runners out there with 2 outs. Jordan Barkus will come over and talk to Taylor Davis. What's up, Strick? What's up, Bark? Feeling good, TD? I'm good. Might want to hitch up my pants a little bit, though, because, you know, feeling a little tight. Might want to work on that moss under my hat a little bit as well. Might want to rub it up. Better get back into the glove. Better get back up on that rubber. Try to get this next guy, Gavin Henderson. Henderson drove in the lone run for the Saints here tonight. Pitch. That's roped out towards Muzzy. He's got it. Had to kind of double clutch, but had plenty of time to throw over to first to end the inning. Saints leave a couple of out there. The Red Devils lead it 9-1.
Seattle Pacific University is a premier Christian university where each year 4,000 students catch a vision for making a difference in the world. All across the globe, SPU graduates are making an impact in medicine, technology, athletics, business, education, music, theater, and more. SPU is dedicated to outstanding scholarship and thoughtful faith. It's a powerful combination that brings about change in the lives of graduates and in the people and communities they serve. Seattle Pacific University, engaging the culture, changing the world.
When it's your job to protect the world's greatest nation, it's your responsibility to solve the world's greatest challenges. This is why we search for the best and brightest, why we train for every eventuality, on land and water, in the air, space, and even cyberspace. We operate in a complex world with one simple mission: win.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
Back to action. Lopez on in relief, and his first pitch is high for ball 1 to Kyle Sandstrom. Third pitcher of the night for the Saints, Ryan Lopez, is out there now. He's out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. Pours in a strike to even up the count, 1-1. Pitch. A weak swing by Sandstrom. In fact, it was so weak that it fell out of his hand. 1-2. Fouled it off. Count stays 1-2. Look at that evening out there. Man, it looks beautiful. Pitch. Breaking ball, fouled off again. Kyle's kind of shaking on that right hand a little bit, and Eddie Smith wants to come out and say, hey, I saw you swing and drop the bat. That's not usually you. And then now he looked like he was coming up in pain on that last swing right there. And boy, you'd hate to think that's a hamate bone or something. You ask Jordan Barkus of the Red Devils, that's what happened to him. He was injured on a swing and missed all last year. And I know Kyle, he's going to say, I'm fine, I'm going to stay out there. But the Red Devils will definitely keep an eye on Sandstrom, and hopefully that's something that won't nag him through the rest of the tournament. We're here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sandstrom takes a pitch upstairs, 2-2 the count. Kyle's 1 for 3. Count goes full as he takes a ball outside. trying to get aboard to start things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 9-1 Red Devils with the lead. Pitch. Fouled off again, and boy, that rocket came down into the bleacher seats over there. It is protected by a net, but occasionally it can sneak over the top if you're in the top row. Well, good job by Sandstrom. He was down on the count early. Looked like he might have tweaked his hand a little bit, and he's still working on that right hand down there, but he is on base with a walk.
47, right fielder.
Here's Trevor Huddleston. Ball is roped into center field for a base hit. So Trevor Huddleston wasn't going to wait around. He's got his first hit of the NWAC tournament. Hit it pretty good. .930 here on the West Coast. We're in Game 4 of the NWAC Championship Tournament. At least at this point, it's all Lower Columbia as they lead the Saints 9-1. First 2 runners on here in this 7th. In last inning, I jumped the gun a little bit, but the Red Devils with a couple of runs here would walk this thing off. Hodkinson takes a strike. Intently looking down to third base coach Eric Lane to get the signs. Chase also with an open stance. Here's the pitch. That's hit into center field for a base hit. Red Devils will hold them up. They've got the bases loaded with no outs. And now a base hit, and maybe a base hit in the gap would end this game. A leadoff walk to Sandstrom. Back-to-back singles from Huddleston and Hodkinson. And they're loaded up for Steve Robinson. Pitch to him. Foul ball, out of play. Looking in is Ryan Lopez. Robinson hits a fly ball. That's pretty deep to right field. That'll score 1 on a sacrifice fly. And the runner will move from second to third as well. And it's now 10-1 Red Devils. Pretty piece of hitting by Steve Robinson. Hit it pretty deep. Gets himself an RBI. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Corey Conklin can end this game with a base hit.
And we will give the winning ticket number before you leave the ballpark.
T-Hud at third, Hodkinson at first, Corey Conklin the batter. Here's the pitch, and he takes it outside for ball 1. Base hit will win it for the Devils. Here's the pitch to Conklin. 2 balls. Conklin 2 for 2, 3 runs scored. He's also got an RBI. Big game for Conk. Pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. Lopez, Conklin hits it down the line towards left field down there, and that is fair into the corner, or is it foul? Just foul. Just foul.
Go ahead and give you that winning ticket number right now for $153.
Wow. There's a good look at it, and man, not by much. I'll tell you what, official was right on it down the line there.
2672. Report to the press box for your winning.
Boy, that ball is about 3 inches fair, and this game's over. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Corey Conklin. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Conk goes down, 2 outs. That'll bring up Ricky Muzzy.
Back to the top of the order for the Red Devils second baseman, number 7, Ricky Muzzy.
Ricky Muzzy checks into that batter's box, ready to go. Takes it low. As you can see with Ricky Muzzy, get a tight shot of his face in there. Muzzy's fuzzy. He's got a little beard working. Takes a strike. 1-1. And there is the infamous rip in the pants. He's superstitious. He's played well all year long. He's had that gaping hole in his britches all season long. Takes another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Ricky Muzzy, swing and a miss, and a great job for Ryan Lopez to keep his team in the game. But the Red Devils put another one on the board. It's Lower Columbia 10, Mount Hood 1.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Station Portland on space to ground 3. Ready to close valve 2. Open valve
1. Yeah, the Red Devils will go to the bullpen as coming into pitch for Lower Columbia will be Travis Painter, the right-hander out of Port Angeles. And Taylor Davis's work is done, and well done as Davis scatters 8 hits, gives up 1 run, and he is the pitcher of record now. Unless the Red Devils have a major collapse, Davis would get himself a big victory here tonight. Here's the pitch on the way, and Painter puts it right in there for a strike. Travis Painter, no record, 0-0, but has a solid 3.38 earned run average, making his 7th appearance of the season. And the big right-hander's ready. Here's the 0-1. Strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Painter. The batter's Thomas Lampkin, who's had a good night. Lampy takes that one as it's low and in the dirt. A nice stop by JT Strickler. (10-1) Devils. Painter's pitch, swing and a miss. Blew him down with pretty good cheese. Jason Garcia, the batter now for the Saints. 2 for 3 night.
Garcia.
Eddie Smith's got to be thrilled with what he got from Davis and certainly from his offense. And boy, that allows Travis Painter to get his feet wet in this tournament. All arms needed usually in this tournament. And these freshman pitchers, if you can get them in a situation where it's not a big deal out there, not a big pressure situation, that's good. Meanwhile, we might have had a gate that came open out there in center field. Kyle Sandstrom had to go over and take care of that. Now back to play. There's the pitch by Painter. Beautiful location. Looks like Steve Robinson now has moved over to right field for the Red Devils. Here's the pitch. That's fouled out of play right side. Ten runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for LCC. Here's the rocket fire by Painter, and that's a chopper hit out towards Muzzy. Pitcher better get over there. Painter does. They're going to say his foot was anchored on the bag and made the play. Well, that's always a tough call for a pitcher because you don't know who's going to actually cover on that, and he definitely got over there, and boy, that's just PFP and fundamentals, and just did get a piece of the pillow over there, and that is a good call by the first base umpire, Colin Price, who's the crew chief on this game. That pitch is just low for ball one to Trevor Nannini. Two outs in the inning. Painter's pitch. Up and in, 2-0. Travis Painter up on the bump and ready to go. Right-hander's pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 2-1. Next pitch is popped right in there for a strike to even things up at 2-2. LCC leading Mount Hood 10-1 in the top of the 8th inning. We'll go full as that last offering was very high. Travis Painter with a full count, trying to come right in, be aggressive. Here's the pitch. Poured it in there for a called strike 3. Nannini is left looking, and the Saints are turned away. The Red Devils have the lead 10-1 as we're heading on to the bottom of the 8th.
Ready for a new adventure? Study at Douglas College in Vancouver, Canada. Take a post-degree program and launch your career, or prepare to study at top Canadian universities. Become eligible for a 3-year work visa with a 2-year program. Choose success. Choose Douglas College.
Look, baseball's a numbers game. A 570-foot home run at age 15, 31 homers in 66 games, first front cover at 16, #1 overall draft pick, majors at 19. Over 100 home runs is 34. On-base percentage of 340, then 368, then 460. 4-time All-Star, leading 9.2 million ballots, 30 out of 30 MVP votes, chasing 762, 4256, 2297, 3562. You're 220 at age 23. But kid, just remember, no number sounds as good as this.
Well, the Saints have had a tough time here today, but they also know you can get right back into this tournament. Red Devils, if they can get it done and hold on, they'll have a big showdown with an awfully good Everett Trojans team. And the first pitch is up there by the new pitcher for Mount Hood, Ian Turner out of Covington. Left-hander going up against JT Strickler. Strick fouls that out of play on the right side. Strickler's 1 for 4 tonight. Takes that one high. 2-1. If this closes out like we think it will, that sets up a survival game tomorrow between the Lane Titans and the Mount Hood Saints. Good old friends from the South going after it again. Pitch. Ball 4. Strickler leads things off with a base on balls. Cameron Campbell, the batter now for LCC.
Number 15, first baseman, Cameron Campbell.
Campbell's got 3 RBIs tonight. Really, his 2 RBI single in the 4th inning was pretty much the knockout blow at that point. Campbell swinging at that first pitch, fouls it off into the screen. The Devils at that point had a 5-0 lead, and Campbell had the 2-run single, and pretty much over at that point. Next pitch outside. Ian Turner with a 6.26 ERA, 0-3 record. Pitch is a ball, 2-1. 10th appearance of the season. Did start a game, mostly in relief, 23 innings coming in. Here's the pitch, and that's inside. 3-1. And Cameron Campbell loves 3-1. He's ready to hit. Pitch on the way, and it's fouled off. Ian Turner is the 4th pitcher used by Brian Donahue's squad here tonight. Pitch, ball 4. 2 runners on to start this 8th inning. And now the winning run is in scoring position. Back-to-back walks by Hunter. Beg your pardon, Ian Turner. Red Devils will go to the bench, and Blaze Arcanos gets a chance now to hit. Popular outfielder, and Blaze hits that one to right field. Giving chase over there is Lampkin, and he makes the catch. The Red Devils will tag the runner-up and head on down to third. Blaze gave it a run. Hit it pretty good, Oppo. And Lampkin went back and made a nice catch on it, just in front of the warning track.
Number 38, Corey Bryant.
So with 1 out, this game can end an inning early if Strickler, now at third, can score. Pitch taken for a strike. Nice to see the Red Devils get Corey Bryant an out bat, young man from Vancouver, as they got Sandstrom out of there. A little bit concerned with that hand on that last at bat. Breaking ball way outside. 1-1 to Corey Bryant. Corey, 12 at-bats on the season with a couple of base hits. Fouls that one out of play. Boy, working that gum up there. Strike 3 called as it's put right in there by Ian Turner. So he gets a fly ball out to right and a big strikeout there. And we're going to be heading on to the 9th inning unless the Devils can get Strickler in from third.
Sam Trend Beacom.
So Sam Trend Beacon will get a at-bat for the Red Devils. The other Australian on the squad. As Eddie Smith's doing a good job to get some playing time for some of his bench guys. Pitch to Sam, and he takes it inside for ball 1. Pitch, hit him. Going to keep it. Going to keep him here or going to let him take his base? Bases are loaded. Hit by pitch for Beacom. And so Chase Hodkinson can save everybody a few minutes by coming through with a base hit to end this game as the Devils lead it 10-1. And another run would make it an 8th inning mercy rule affair. Pitch by Turner. That ball is hit down to third base, and we're going to go off to the 9th as Drew Fritz makes a nice play on it. But the Red Devils threaten. They're turned away. 10-1 Lower Columbia. We're going to the 9th.
Look, baseball's a numbers game. A 570-foot home run at age 15, 31 homers in 66 games, first front cover at 16, #1 overall draft pick, majors at 19. Over 100 home runs is 34. On-base percentage of 340, then 368, then 460. 4-time All-Star, beating 9.2 million ballots, 30 out of 30 MVP votes, chasing 762, 4256, 2297, 3562. You're 220 at age 23. But kid, just remember, no number sounds as good as this.
Now the Red Devils with a chance to get 3 outs, put this one in the books. Move on in the winner's bracket of the NWAC Championship Tournament, which would set up a big showdown with the Everett Trojans tomorrow night at 7:35. Travis Painter on for his 2nd inning of work. And Mount Hood will have a pinch hitter up there now. Michael Copeland out of Vancouver, USA will swing at the first pitch and hit a looper out foul past third, and nice play over there. Sam Trend Beacon making the play, who's now at third base. Drew Fitz, the third baseman, is up there now for the Mount Hood Saints. Painter's pitch in there for a strike. Big Travis pumping strikes, tried a little looping curveball that stays high, 1-1. Well, for Mount Hood, you just got to flush it. If you want to hang around a day or two, you got to get rid of this one. Stay alive tomorrow. Try to get a big win over Lane and see how deep you can go. Ball's hit down to Campbell at first. He says he'll do it himself, steps on the bag, and the Saints are down to their last out.
Back to the top of the order.
We'll have a post-game interview after this one from down on the field. At least I believe we will, and we'll get back from break at the end of this thing and bring that to you. Here Jared Bentley is up and takes a ball low. Jared's looking for a hit. He's 0 for 4. He was victimized on an awfully nice play at short by Corey Conklin of the Red Devils. Painter ready. Pitch is outside and high. 2-0. One thing Eddie Smith has done with these pitchers is really worked on the mindset that if all of a sudden you throw a couple of balls, well, just reset yourself. Go take a little walk. Refocus. Here's the 2-0. Well, it's now 3-0. That process has to continue now for Travis Painter. Bentley, he's just trying to get aboard anyway. Keep the slim hope alive for Mount Hood. And I mean really slim. Pitch. Boy, somebody using flash photography down there. You could see the flash on that pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike the count to Jared Bentley. Fouls it off out of play on the right side. Had quite a few scouts in attendance today. Not so many pro scouts, although Hank Jones of the Dodgers was here. We mentioned him earlier. A lot of 4-year guys here looking for players to help at the next level. Here's the next pitch. That's high, and that's a 2-out walk for Jared Bentley. He reaches base for the first time tonight. And it looks like we have a new batter as well. Bo Crouch is going to hit. Another kid out of Idaho Falls. A couple of them on this Mount Hood ball club. Here's a good look at Bo. Bo, .291 batting average, and wasn't in the lineup here tonight as he takes a ball. 79 at-bats, 23 hits, 17 RBIs, so he's had some playing time and tonight asked to come off the bench. 1 ball to Bo Crouch. Painter trying to wrap this thing up. Pitch, swing and a miss. Painter trying to close it out. The Red Devil freshman right-hander's offering is swung at and missed. And if Mount Hood is going to score 9 runs to tie this game, they have to do it with just 1 out left and 1 strike left. 1-2. Looped in there to even up the count at 2-2. Painter puts the ball into the glove, comes to the plate, and this ball game is over. A swing and a miss as Travis Painter closes it out and does it with a flourish with a strikeout. Well, the Red Devils impressive in the opening night of the NWAC tournament as they defeat the Mount Hood Saints by a score of 10-1. 10 hits, 11 hits, or excuse me, 10 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for the Devils. 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors for Mount Hood. Your winning pitcher is Taylor Davis. Losing pitcher, Connor Stevenson. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back. Hopefully we'll be able to sync up with the post-game interview. All Devils tonight as they win it over Mount Hood 10-1.
Aviation warrant officers deal in high-pressure situations, life-saving disaster rescues, delivering soldiers and payloads to critical areas, and engaging enemy targets. Supported by an aviation mechanic team on the ground, guard pilots control the sky.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
It was coming the whole game, and it was fun to pitch on.
How do you and your teammates prepare for tomorrow night's game?
Yeah, it is 7:30. We've done all season, just trying to win one pitch at a time.
To you and your team, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Taylor.
Taylor Davis. Taylor Davis talking tonight to Taylor Blackman down there. Taylor, the winning pitcher tonight for the Red Devils, is he goes 7 solid innings and gets the victory here tonight. As you see Eddie Smith talking to his team, saying, way to go, fellas. But, hey, it's all about tomorrow now. And, of course, as the host team, the Red Devils will have to do some work here to get the field ready to go tomorrow. But they should be ready to go tomorrow. It's going to be a very tough opponent tomorrow as they've got the Everett Trojans in a 7:35 start time. And again, we hope that every night the Red Devils can win, the crowds will get bigger and bigger here at David Story Field. And as I mentioned earlier, the Mount Hood Saints, well, they've got some work to do. First thing is flush this and then get ready for the Lane Titans tomorrow at 12:35. So we're going to have some outstanding ball games all day tomorrow. 9:35 in the morning tomorrow. We'll have Lynn Benton playing their game, and they'll be taking on the Tacoma Titans in a survival game. Then at 12:35, you'll have another ball game after that. 4:30, or that, as I mentioned, that'll be Lane and Mount Hood, and then at 4:35 and 7:35, you will have the semifinals, or I should say the quarterfinals of this NWAC championship tournament coming up. So the Red Devil fans, they're dancing, they're loving it. I'd love to see their team win it here tonight by a final of 10-1. Line score looks like this for Lower Columbia: 10 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. The Red Devils left 9 on base. For the Mount Hood Saints, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors, and they left 10 runners on base. Taylor Davis gets the win. Connor Stevenson takes the loss. Well, for everybody over at the KLOG studios and with Topher Vision and, of course, the NWAC, this is Kirk Rowland. Hope you enjoyed the action on day 1 of the tournament. Make your plans to join us on Friday. Final score here tonight: the Red Devils win it over Mount Hood 10-1. Have a great evening, everybody.